So good morning. My name is Chris Campbell. I am the Communications Administrator for the Town of Falmouth Emergency Communications Department. Speaking to you today with FCTV to explain a new program that we have available here in the Town of Falmouth called Smart 911 and Alert Falmouth. So it's a program that is twofold, but the important piece for us in emergency communications is it allows the citizens of Falmouth to share information with us that is relevant and important to them before there is an emergency, so that we can provide a better response in the event that we have to provide emergency services to you or your family. So very quickly, this is just a picture of the inside of the communications center. As you can see, it's pretty technologically advanced, lots of computer monitors and phones. We're staffed with 2 dispatchers, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to answer 911 and business line calls and provide services. So a quick overview of 911 in the town of Falmouth. And 911 in general. As most of you are aware, 911 calls can be made from any traditional landline or cellular device. In the town of Falmouth, all 911 calls are answered at the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office initially, and then transferred to Falmouth Emergency Communications. And that's regardless of if they're cell phones or landline calls. In the event that you cannot physically call 911, you do have the ability to text 911 from any location within the Commonwealth, and it will be routed to the appropriate public safety answering point in the Commonwealth. And it's a simple process. When you open your texting app, regardless of the phone, where you would traditionally put in your contact's name or a phone number up at the top of the screen, you just put in 911 and then send your message. Whatever that is, and then that will automatically connect you with the appropriate 911 center based on your location within the Commonwealth. And then just some quick statistics in calendar year 2020. Obviously, we're wrapping up calendar year 2021 right now, so we don't have firm numbers, but last year, calendar year 2020, we handled over 8,700 911 calls, and we logged just under 31,000 incidents for the police and fire department here in town. So this new system, Smart 911, it is, first of all, and most importantly, it's a free service. It's available to anyone, whether you're a resident of Falmouth or not. There is no charge to create a Smart 911 profile. The profile travels with you, and that's an important piece. Your Smart 911 profile will work in any community that provides Smart 911 technology. Not all communities have Smart 911 technology. It's a service that the communities provide on an individual basis. But if you have a profile and you are traveling and you are in another community that has Smart 911, that information will automatically generate in that community in the event that you call 911. Creating a Smart 911 profile allows you to share critical information with first responders before an emergency happens. The example I always give is if you have some type of a cardiac condition or a breathing problem or something like that, you list that in your profile. If you have to call 911, that information becomes available to the 911 dispatcher immediately upon your call, and then we can forward that information along to the paramedics and EMTs. Creating a Smart 911 profile, it's a quick and easy process. It can be done from any computer, tablet, or smartphone. And the time-wise really depends on how in-depth you want to get into it. It can be a 5-minute process. It can be a half-hour process, but you can always go back and edit your profile. So if you want to go in and set up a quick profile and then go back and update it later on, you can do that at any time. So there's 2 easy ways to get to Smart 911 to be able to set up the profile in Falmouth Alert. First of all, if you go to the communications department website, which is within the town website system. To get to us, you can simply click on departments right up here, and then right about here, they'll say public safety, and communications will be right underneath it. Just click on that, it'll take you to this page. And then there's a link right here. And if you simply click on that link, it'll take you right to the registration process. And there's some additional information there as well. The other thing that you can do is just go to smart911.com. And you can click on the little blue button here that says sign up, or the one that's immediately right in front of you that says sign up today. Again, either of those will take you right to the registration page. Once you click on those, it's going to bring you to this page here. Pretty self-explanatory information. First name, last name. It'll ask you if someone's helping you set it up. You can check that or not if someone's helping you. It'll ask for some additional information. Email address. Create a user ID. They always recommend that you use your email address as your user ID. That way it's unique to you and you don't have to go through the process of trying to find something that someone else isn't using. Your password and standard security measures are right there. It's going to ask you for your phone number. You can use either a landline or a mobile phone number. And you can leave this group code out, and you click on the agree and create an account. And then it is going to take you to here. You're going to add in your address. Type of address is going to ask you if it's an apartment building, a multifamily home, a single family home, just some real basics, and everything's dropped down and point and click. You click on continue, and it's going to bring up a map. And obviously we've kind of grayed this out to protect privacy of the account that we set up. But it's going to show you on Google Maps where your house is located. You're going to confirm the address, make sure it's correct. And then it's going to ask you to confirm your information. If you used a mobile phone, it's going to ask you for your carrier. And then it's going to give you the option of selecting either receiving a text message to confirm the phone number, or you can confirm it by a phone call. Or if you're not in a position that you can do either of those at the moment, you can schedule a call for any time that you want later on. It can be a couple of days out, or it can be an hour out. Whatever works, you're just going to answer the phone when it calls you and confirm the information. If you use a landline phone, it will do the same thing. It'll be a confirm by phone call or schedule a call at a later time. And again, you can pick whenever is convenient for you. When you confirm the call by text or the message by text, it's going to give you a confirmation code, which is a 6-digit code. It comes as a text message. You're just going to enter that code right there. And then you're going to confirm the code, and it will take you right into the next phase. This section here is the alerts. It's going to give you whatever information you listed in the system: mobile, email, landline, if you listed that. If you would like to receive messages in a language other than English, you can just use this drop-down menu here and select whatever language is easiest for you. And then this is a very short list right here of the types of notifications. When you go on to the website and into it, there are approximately 20 different notifications that you can sign up for right now. That list is always growing. Those are notifications from the town of various things. Obviously, emergency alert notifications, general notifications, severe weather alerts. But there are others, such as the beach department has one in there for parking lot updates. The DPW has something for delayed trash pickup and road closures or construction. The police department, the fire department have some notifications in there. The health department has a notification in there, the selectmen. So that there's lots to choose from. You can sign up for all of them. You can sign up for none of them, or anywhere in the middle, whatever you choose. Anything that you choose to sign up for, you can get that notification or the alert sent to you via text, voice, and email, or any combination of that. just by clicking these boxes here and selecting how you would like to be notified. And then again, you can go back into your profile at any time. If you find that you're getting too many notifications from the town, you can go back in and opt out of whatever notifications you don't want to receive. And if there comes to be a time when you think you'd like a different notification in there, then you can certainly go in and subscribe to it again at any time. Profile is always available to you and always accessible to be updated. After you select your alerts, it's going to now start to walk you through that Smart 911 profile. So it's going to allow you to add people in your household, your address, and you can list both a home address, a work address, a second home if you would like to. It's going to allow you to add multiple phone numbers. It's going to allow you to add emergency contacts. So if you wanted to have a neighbor or a family member listed as an emergency contact, you could include them in there. It's going to give you a list of, or you can add in a list of preferred providers, basically just hospitals. We don't deal a lot with medical helicopters or pretty much ground ambulances. Is Falmouth Fire here in Falmouth, but that is particular to other areas of the country and other communities. So if it applies to you, perhaps at a vacation home that you add in on your profile, you can certainly update that information as well. And what we tell people is create one profile for your household and list everyone in it. Don't create an individual profile for each person in your household. One profile for your house, include everybody in there. And that way, if anyone in your home has to call 911, all of the information for everyone in your household is available. You can also include, if you want to, you can include family members who perhaps don't live in your home. I include my parents in my profile who do not live with me. They actually live in another state. But I include them because one, I take care of their medical information for them. And secondarily, their information will pop up in their community, and I can take care of adding that for them. So it's not a problem. Additionally, you can, again, with the preferred providers, you can add vehicle information. You can add information about animals in your home. So this is, once you start getting into the profile, and my family always thanks me for including their pictures in this presentation because they love to always be seen in public, but this is my profile. So myself, my wife, my 3 girls, so that you can obviously add pictures from your phone, from your computer, anywhere in whatever device you're using. It is going to ask you on each person, so we'll back up here. If you click edit basic information, it's going to name, email address, you want to receive notifications. It's going to ask you for a date of birth, but just your month and your year. It's never going to ask you for the specific day. That's a twofold. It's a security feature, and we can garner the rough age off of the information that you provide, and that'll be more than enough for us. Gender, and then obviously it will allow you, once you have addresses built in, to select an address. If you have multiples, you can select which address that person is frequently at. And then again, you can add a picture if you so choose. So after you get through all of that, again, as you add them in, this is what it will look like. And then you're going to go to edit details and medical information. When you click on that, it is going to give you a long list of medical info that you can add. All of these categories have a drop-down menu just by clicking on the plus sign. So if something doesn't apply to you, you can skip over it. If it does, you can just click on it, and it is going to give you a list. So if you see anything there, again, we'll go back. So if you clicked on allergies, this drop-down menu would open. You can include any information. Obviously, if it's not listed, you can click Other. What is the severity level that you have to the allergy? None, or mild, or potentially lethal. Heart disease, quarantine status for COVID, current health status, mobility limitations, general health conditions, breathing problems. Again, the list just continues, and you can go through all of them as time allows and select whatever is applicable to your situation or to the others listed in your profile. When you get to addresses, again, it's going to ask you some basic information. So it's going to ask you, obviously, your primary, this is my home, single family house. When it asks you to describe it, there it is, my work address here. Again, it's a commercial building. When you click on Edit Basic Information, again, it's going to bring you to, similar to your own personal information, it's going to ask you for some address details. Again, provide as much information as you choose. So exterior colors, siding types, number of floors, number of people who live in the home, number of bedrooms, roughly where they're located. This information can be very helpful to the fire department. In the event of a fire, we're going to know how many people generally live in the home, the number of bedrooms, which is always important, where those bedrooms are located, so that we can make sure that everyone is out. It's going to allow you to add a photo in of your home. If you have one on a device, you can do that, or you can simply do a screenshot from Street View on Google Earth if you'd like to, and include that. You want to upload any documents, you can upload them here. Floor plans could be something if you have those available. Anything that you want to share about the home, you can add it right there. It's going to ask you some information about your utilities. So heating information, fuel tank if you have an oil tank, gas shutoffs if you have gas, electrical panel information, water shutoff if you happen to know where the closest fire hydrant is to your house, access information. So if you have a door perhaps that has a code to it, you could list that there. If you live in a gated community and you wanted to include a gate code so that they could get through the security gate at the community, you can include all of that there. So any information that you want to include can be put right there. Once you get into emergency contacts, again, same information. Ask you for the person's first name, last name, phone number, email address. If you have any special instructions that you want to use, you can add that and additional details. It's not that we would automatically contact them. It's that if you asked us to contact them, perhaps it's an elderly person asking us to contact their child for them because the ambulance is coming to the house and they're going to go to the hospital, we would have that information available right there. And you wouldn't necessarily have to provide it. We could probably just confirm it that we're calling the right person. Really, that's the quick and easy points of it. Always happy to answer any questions. Obviously, this is recorded, so we're not going to have a whole lot. But if anyone has any questions, can certainly feel free to reach out to me either by email or my office phone at any time. More than happy to answer any questions. More than happy to help out if folks need some help getting accounts set up. If they partake in activities at the senior center, we do some sessions over there as well. They can contact the senior center and we can set up a time to come over and help them get an account set up at the senior center if they're having difficulty or access issues, and then go from there. Again, we encourage everyone to get a Smart 911 profile set up. We encourage everyone to sign up for the alerts. They're designed to be informative for the residents of the community. Obviously, from a public safety standpoint, it helps us get a message out quickly if we need to do that. And we hope that everyone takes advantage of this service.